Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Hidden Leaders, Forgotten Legends. The good folks at BFF Games sent me along this prototype copy, and it is live on Kickstarter now. If you're familiar with my original review of Hidden Leaders, I think this game is fantastic. It was fantastic. It had amazing Kickstarter. So I was super excited when they mentioned that they had this expansion. I actually reached out and was like, hey, can I check it out? And not only check it out, but I had the opportunity to play with them on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia. And it's really neat. This is one of those expansions that's essentially 3 different modules, 3 different things that you can add to the game as a group, one by one, to sort of extend, expand, change some of the dynamics of play. All super to integrate, super simple to integrate, and easy to use. So the main one is this Guardian, and this is their meatball. They said they'll do something cool. And what this is another type of faction that is on that main board. So this is an expansion. You need to have the original. If you haven't played Hidden Leaders, go check out my Hidden Leaders review. But basically, what you're going to do is add this marker to the board on the sort of water side. And essentially, the win condition for this group, for this set of Hidden Leaders, is if this guy is past the other green and red tokens. That's sort of the win condition. And so what you do is you have that token, you add it to the board, and then there are just a bunch of different heroes that get added in each color, as well as, and the Guardian doesn't have like its own color, it's added to the other faction colors, and then you get 4 more Hidden Leaders each, which have this faction, right? So in this game you have this hidden card, and you're looking for these 2 factions to sort of come out on top. So you can now hope for the Guardian to come out on top. And so basically, when any one of these cards are played, this Guardian token is going to move up. And, even if that's not your faction, these cards have really cool abilities and extra dynamics. The artwork's fantastic still, that are added to the game. So there's a lot of pressure to sort of move them up. If these guys are removed from play, he moves down. You flip a card and you can see if he moves down 1 or 2 or something like that. Like it's not always him moving down 2, it sometimes is a little less, but effectively, you're trying to force this Guardian down while you're beating those other conditions. Really easy, integrate the cards, shuffle them in, and then just watch that other faction. So that one is the main one, I would say, and that's this one. Then you have these artifact cards, and you're going to deal 1 to each player, and you shuffle them up, deal 1 to each player. And basically, these are just special ability, like player powers, that you can leverage. They're sort of a varying, effectiveness of power, and they have these chalice spots, or artifact spots, whatever you want to call it. You start with however many on here of these little tokens, and then as you use the ability, you remove one, and so you only get it that many times. So some of the cooler abilities only have 2, you can only use them twice per game. And these aren't really faction specific. It's like drawing an extra card, burying a hero, looking at 2 face down cards, like just very dynamic powers that work really well. And again, you don't have to use the Guardians to use this, but it certainly is neat to combine them. The last is Corruption. This one's sort of interesting and really in line with sort of the vibe of Hidden Leaders, which is a game with a lot of deduction and hidden information and sort of players trying to like jockey and trick other players. And these tokens, have essentially 2 sides. One side has 2 factions, and the other side has 1 faction or a couple special abilities. One is like a block ability, which is a stop hand, and the other is this revenge ability, which is like the bite. And so basically, over the course of the game, as there's a certain number of heroes in your party, players are going to get the opportunity to draw one of these and place it on one of their heroes. And when you do, you always place it the 2 side up. So players have an idea of what kind of benefit is there, but they don't know exactly. So the thing on the back is either one of those 2 symbols or the stop hand or the revenge. Basically, at the end of the game, you reveal, and if it's a different faction color than they are, it'll change their faction color, which is a super big deal. The stop hand, what basically allows it to be, if somebody's going to use an ability on a creature and it's the stop underneath, you can reveal it to stop that from happening, stop whatever effect from happening. And basically the revenge one is if it gets buried, it buries the thing that revenged it. It does a counter kill. So sort of, which guy am I going to play it on? What's it going to look like? Am I going to maybe play it on somebody that's the same color or a different color? What am I trying to do? That kind of thing. As you play through it. So a lot of sort of, what's his hidden leader? Does he want it blue or does he want it red? That kind of thing. I definitely wouldn't use them all together at once for the first play. I think probably I would start with the Guardian or the artifacts, but you could do whatever you would like, of course. I just thought it was cool. I really like the original game, and I think this is a really nice small expansion that adds different elements of play depending on what you use and how you combine them. So this is Hidden Leaders, Forgotten Legends. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.